Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here playing some more Warhammer Combat Cards Campaign Mode. And we have reached part 3, this is the final part for the exploration titled The Fall of Medusa V. This time instead of playing against orcs, we are up against a full-fledged chaos invasion. And we are playing once again as the Eldari. The rewards are pretty good. At the end you can see you can get 2 copies of the Keeper of Secrets, so definitely want to reach that at least. Modifiers are pretty much the same. We got the Aura of Rage, increasing melee attack, and this time we are running max level cards. So, I am going with the ultimate defensive strategy. We're using Rakarth, who can heal your units constantly as cards are destroyed. And we got our most tanky bodyguards in here. We've got the Yncarne, with regeneration healing 16 health at the end of each turn. Starts off with 320 health, and massive psychic and melee attacks. Then we've got our shields. Shields are extremely powerful at the max level because you get 4 of them. So these guys can just survive for ages. Got the Shadow Seer with all 3 attack types, and the Wraith Blade, which is melee only. So those will be able to survive for a long time and potentially get a lot of melee attack from the Aura of Rage. We've also got more healing with the Parasite Engine, so it's able to heal 30%. So definitely want to combo that with the Yncarne if possible. And we've got this guy with Fear. Reduces damage by 60%. And then we've got the Hellion. With Scout, this will increase the melee attack by a pretty large margin. And then finally 2 smaller fodder cards. We've got the Akathist, which also has regeneration, and the Razorwing Flock with Taunt. Taunt is actually pretty good at max level as well. Reduces the damage by 40%. Just for the first 2 turns. So, let's go ahead and deploy, and we are up against the level 5. This is the boss level. So, I've gotten through the first 4 levels without any losses so far, and this deck has worked very well. Haven't had to deploy the Warlord yet in any of those matches, so this is my first attempt at the boss. We'll see what we're up against. Okay, and it is Skulltaker. So Skulltaker obviously is going to be a pretty strong one with the Aura of Rage. It's going to enable him to more easily destroy your cards when they are at 25 or less health. Yeah, so, and the Furious Charge also combos very well, especially because Furious Charge at the max level deals 100% of the card's melee stat. So, let's go with the Fear, I think, at the beginning. That will significantly reduce the damage from that Furious Charge. And okay, they've got a really big boost to their melee, so we're going to be taking a whole lot of damage here, I think. Alright, what do we want to actually put on the field is the question. I guess we'll go with some of the less valuable cards. Okay, multiple Hellhounds, or Fleshhounds. Okay, so okay, the Razorwing Flock came out, so that's good. That should work out pretty well, I think. That Furious Charge is going to do hardly any damage, I think. Yeah, just 7 damage. And they're going with a very strong melee attack. That is still quite a bit of damage, but it only kills the Razorwings. So, I get to attack back here. I do want to get the Yncarne on the field so it can start regenerating, but it is not showing up just yet, so maybe I'll just deploy some more of this fodder, and we can save the stronger units for a little bit later. That will allow them to deploy to the field with more health than normal. Okay, so let's just go with sure. We'll just ready. I don't think they're going to be going ranged at all, but alright, so the Fleshhound does 52 damage. Okay, another incoming melee attack, and that is going to kill off the Hellion. So far looking pretty good. The Incubi destroyed one of those Fleshhounds, and they are deploying another one of these Blood Crushers. And wow, okay, the Yncarne is just not coming out here. I guess we could just throw down this guy, the Wraith Blade, with a quadruple shield. And maybe we could just go for the melee attack at this point. Wraithblade, of course, is really good against these mono attackers. So, yeah. We'll just go with the melee here. Destroy 2 of these demons. Get some more health. That fear has been pretty good so far. Okay, and yet another Flesh Hound with the Scout. And, okay, Karanak with the outflank. That's a really big outflank. But they're still not going to be able to deal very much damage here. Okay, that Blood Crusher. I guess it's been alive for a long time, so... yeah, the 82 damage from that Flesh Hound, though, gets blocked by the shield. And... let's see what appears in the hand. Okay, finally, Yncarne decides to show up. We'll go with... yeah, we'll go like this. I think the... well, I'm not sure. With the outflank, we might not be able to kill everything on the field with the melee attack. Okay, never mind. Yes, we are. Alright, so this is going to be a very easy match here, I think. So now the enemy warlord is going to deploy. Let's see what the final 2 bodyguards are. Okay, so we got Karn Betrayer and Bloodthirster. It's getting his damage reduced by a massive amount. Yeah, that fear at max level is pretty ridiculous. And they're actually going for the ranged attack. Debuffing Psychic. So yeah, this is a pretty easy match here, I think. Wraithblade still has 2 shields remaining. In fact, I think we could just go for the melee. Yeah. Why not? We'll just see what happens. So the Incubi is going to get killed by the Locus of Decapitation. But then we can move the Yncarne over to the center lane. Still has plenty of health. And they're dealing a lot of damage, of course, with the melee attack. But, yeah, it's just not enough. So, yeah, we'll just put down this guy. Get some healing in there. Healing up the Yncarne for 96 health. Alright, now they're going for the melee. And unable to destroy anything. Meanwhile, the counterattack is dealing pretty impressive amount of damage. And we can go with the final either psychic or melee attack. And I didn't even have to deploy the Shadow Seer, which had another 4 shields. So you can see here that this was easily able to counter what the enemy had. Those defensive traits are extremely good at the max level. So, if you want to breeze through this 3rd day, I think this deck should do just fine. I did see other players using something similar to this on the first 2 days. I didn't actually initially think that the Yncarne would be a good choice, but it's actually extremely powerful. Because of its survivability and also just because it's constantly gaining melee attack throughout the battle. So, if you don't have this card, though, yeah, you should, I'm guessing most players will have most of these other cards. You definitely want the shields in there, and the fear seemed to work pretty well. One thing I did actually have to watch out for in the earlier matches was poison. Poison is actually pretty good at kind of countering shields and fear, and so, and also regeneration. It cancels out regeneration, so you have to watch out. Be careful when deploying across from enemy cards with poison. Anyway, this has been an interesting event, lots of great rewards in the space of 3 days, and doable if you have the right cards. If you are lower ranking players without some of those key cards, it can be quite difficult. So let me know how the experience went for you. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.